Today we're going to talk about what's happening in the real estate market here in Colorado Springs. I'll pull up the MLS, we'll look at inventory numbers, and we'll talk about how that's going to impact prices for the foreseeable future. We'll talk a little bit about rates, and then I'll talk about some laws that are coming out of the state of Colorado's legislature that will impact real estate statewide. Let's dig into it. One of the most popular words I hear thrown around is inventory, and people saying that inventory's up, inventory's down. Well, let's talk about what that means. In our market, in our MLS, it shows we have 1,501 homes available. But that's not a real number. If you've watched any of my videos, you know that I like to come down here and see what's available that's actually existing. So these are homes that are built, finished, ready to move into. And that cuts that number down by a third to 1,000, just over 1,000 homes. Now let's narrow that down just a little bit more. Let's go single family. That takes us down to 790 homes in all of, I have El Paso County checked. So we have 750,000 people here. Most of our homes are in El Paso County. Now let's narrow it down a little bit more. If I just search Colorado Springs, we have 600 homes available. So if you're looking to buy a home, odds are you're going to be competing with somebody else, at least if the house is nice. Now let's talk about what's hit the market in the last week and what's gone under contract in the last week. We'll just get rid of all of this stuff. So let's just say what's gone on the market in the last week. In our area, we've had 149 homes hit the market. Okay. But is that meeting demand? That's the big question. When I click on under contract and pending, we've sold 243 homes. So we've sold almost 100 homes more than what have hit the market, which is why inventory numbers are going down, which is why I can't say that prices will go up, but every time that's happened in the past, they've gone up. So I expect that to happen in the very near future if it's not happening right now. Let me just say this. If you have a lender that you're working with and you're thinking about buying a home and your lender hasn't called you in the last day or two to let you know that rates are down, you may want to find another lender. Rates have dropped pretty significantly, especially today. So check in with your lenders and ask them where rates are right now. Let's dig into what's happening at the state legislature with laws that are coming out that will impact real estate here, at least in the state of Colorado. And they're passing some of these laws in other states as well, but we're just going to focus on what's happening here. There are 3 bills specifically that I want to cover in this video that will impact real estate in Colorado if they're passed. They're in committee right now, somewhere in the process from being proposed to being enacted as law. The first bill being kicked around is Senate Bill 33, and basically what this does is it takes a short-term rental and changes it from a tax rate for a residential property and turns it into a tax rate for a commercial property. And that's, in essence, a quadrupling of taxes. So if your taxes are $2,000 right now, it will turn it into $8,000. And I think there'll be some pretty serious unintended consequences here. I don't think it'll make Airbnbs, it's definitely not going to make them cheaper. And I don't know if it'll make people sell them. I think it might make people just raise the prices and make it less affordable to visit these places. And maybe I think what they're trying to do is make it so uncomfortable to run an Airbnb or a short-term rental that people want to put them on the market, and that will increase inventory. And, you know, I looked to find out how many are in Colorado Springs specifically. I couldn't find that number. They all have to be permitted. So I'll do a little more digging, see if I can find that number. But if you know it, please let me know in the comments. And let me know what you think this bill will do to short-term rentals. Is it a net positive? Is it a net negative? Do you think it will increase inventory enough to bring prices down? Or do you think it'll just make it so that Airbnbs are owned by corporations and you just have to pay more to stay there? I'd love to hear from you on that one. The next bill is House Bill 1098, and I'm going to keep this short, but if you're a landlord, I would encourage you to do a Google search and read up on this bill. But it deals with for-cause evictions, and it makes it harder for landlords to change tenants. It makes it harder for landlords to evict people. And there is a general push in the state of Colorado to make it harder for landlords to be landlords. They're definitely vilified by politicians today, and I won't get into any more of that. But if you're a landlord, you're going to want to check this out and follow this closely. Maybe make some calls, write a strongly worded letter. I don't know, hire a lobbyist. But if you're a fan of making it harder to evict people, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you too. And let's see how this one plays out. The last bill I want to share with you is House Bill 1007. And what this one does is it prevents municipalities from limiting how many people who are unrelated from renting a house. Right now, some cities have something called U+2. And that means you can't have any more than 3 unrelated people renting a property. So U+3, U+4, U+5, you can't do it. If you have a 6-bedroom home, you can't have more than 3 unrelated people in that district who rent that house. So I have some mixed feelings about this one. I'd be interested to hear your comments below. But if you're a landlord, do you more care about renting to somebody who will take care of your house, or does that matter to you? Do you care about who rents the place? Are they related? Are they unrelated? Let me know in the comments. Again, I'm a longtime real estate agent. If you're looking to buy or sell, let me know. I'd be happy to help. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.